The housing industry, including rental units, has remained strong in recent years. According to one report, rental prices are expected to rise 7.1% in 2022 as a result of increased demand and limited supply. This comes after an average national increase of 14% in 2021. In a steamy real estate market, not every house is a good bet for a profitable rental. Before venturing into landlord territory, run your property through the rental key test to ensure that taking on a tenant makes significant budgetary sense. If you're not sure which option is right for you, listen on to the end of the video, and hopefully it will help you in decision making. Signs you should rent out your home. Number 1. Rentals are in high demand in your area. Rental demand may rise in urban areas, luxury areas, near colleges, and in new neighborhoods. They may increase in areas with rapid job growth or new developments. Check online marketplaces for apartment listings for market-specific reports to help gauge rental demand in specific parts of the country. Number 2. You've always wanted to own rental real estate. Being a landlord isn't for everyone, but if the idea of renting out and managing properties has always incited your interest, that passion could help you succeed. Number 3. You have a strong emotional connection to the house. Perhaps you've been forced to relocate due to a job transfer, family obligations, or other circumstances, but you don't want to give up your property entirely, and you may have plans to return at some point in the future. Making it a rental can be a cost-effective way to keep ownership until you're ready to return. Number 4. Your house offers appealing amenities to renters. Even if it no longer meets your requirements, your home could be someone else's dream home. It may be in your best interests to keep ownership if it has features that distinguish it from other rentals and make it more appealing to renters. Number 5. You're confident you could make a profit. Deciding to rent out a property comes down to numerical data. Will you gain any profit when you rent out that home after all the expenses? Signs you should sell your home. Here are a few indicators that you should take into account cashing out the property. Number 1. It's a property selling market. To stay up to date on your local housing market, visit the website of your local realtor association and look for the most recent month's market report. Look for statistics such as inventory changes year over year. The lower the drop in inventory, the better. Furthermore, if your area has experienced several years of rapid price appreciation, it may be a good time to sell. Number 2. You're not thrilled about becoming a landlord. Wanting to rent out a property can be a good source of cash flow, but it comes at a cost like maintenance, repairs, finding new tenants, adhering to regulations, paying taxes, and more. Hiring a property management company is one option for landlords who want to be more hands-off. If you decide to manage the business on your own, you may face legal and operational risks. If that's daunting, and you're unwilling to put in the extra time, money, and risk that comes with owning a rental property, selling may be a better option. Number 3. You couldn't charge enough rent in relation to the home's value. As the value of a home rises, it becomes less desirable to rent it out because the rental yield falls. It all comes down to the gross rent multiplier, GRM, which is the ratio of the cost of real estate to the rental income it generates. For example, you could probably rent a $100,000 house for $1,000 per month, but you probably couldn't rent a $200,000 house for $2,000. The rent curve becomes flatter as the value increases. Number 4. You don't have enough liquid cash on hand. In the event of a vacancy, you must have sufficient liquid cash to maintain the property and pay property taxes and mortgage payments. If you don't, renting may not be for you. When a rental property is vacant, you not only lose rental income, but you also have to pay for normal property expenses and any mortgages. In most cases, capital expenditures are required to get the property ready to rent again. It's good to have discretionary income when renting out a property. If you don't have that, selling may be the safer bet. Number 5. The age of your property raises maintenance costs and concerns. When managing a rental, some level of regular maintenance is always to be expected. Properties that are newer or have been well maintained are the easiest to manage. If your home is older and still contains many of its original components, the costs of upkeep and eventual replacement, which can be costly, may make renting less appealing. It's better to sell the houses as is in the current hot market than to risk incurring large expenses in the future. Conclusion: your home may be an excellent rental property, But if you do not want to manage it, it is probably best to sell. However, if you want to start earning rental income and your home is a great fit for the market, cheers on your new venture. Thank you for tuning in to HouseLux Estate. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon for more future updates.